Hey guys, and welcome to Film Study, where we analyze films in various ways to make you see it in a different concept, and change a part of a scene and figure out how the rest of the story would play out based on a single change in one scene. Like what would happen if Zuko didn't join the other side, and where Boo would be in a potential sequel to Pixar's Monsters, Inc. Both videos found in the description below.
It's a lot, but I don't got time to mess around.
A while ago, I released a video stating my predictions on the recently released film Turning Red. From the way we are introduced to the panda, it was obvious that the panda had something to do with her emotions, but it wasn't quite clear why or how long she stayed that way. She just poofs into one. My predictions come from her mother. In the official trailer, we hear May say, "My whole life I've been perfect little May." This signifies her character arc, so the storyline could go in a way that May's mother shouldn't be so overbearing on her. There are a few things from that video that I believe I predicted correctly, and I wanted to go over them today, starting with May's mother. We learn in the film that the red panda is technically not a curse, and if you pay close attention, she never declares it a curse.
They gave her the ability to harness her emotions, to transform into a powerful, mystical beast. But over time, our family chose to come to a new world, and what was a blessing became an inconvenience.
It was created with the intent of protection. Now, why she turned so early, that's another theory of its own. But one thing I was right about was her mother having the same ability. When the teaser trailer was released, we see that May is being closely watched, going as far as stalking her child in the middle of class, but even when seeing that, I had a feeling that it was for a good reason. And when May transformed, her reaction wasn't as severe as the children in the class. One thing I did want to point out was the difference between May and her mother's experience with the panda's power. First, why doesn't May's color of her hair change back to black like her mother's did in the end? More than likely it was because she went through the entire ritual, unlike May, with removing her panda, concealing it in the necklace. And in the first few moments of the film during May's voiceover, the pictures that we see with May and her mother bonding, she isn't wearing the necklace every single time, which tells me that she has obviously learned to control it. And from what we learn about her, she used to be just like her daughter, a bit out of control. To prevent that same direction for her daughter, she believed if she watched her every minute of the day, she would be able to stop it. Obviously, it would come no matter what. We are introduced to May as what appears to be a perfect child, focusing on school, having a good social life and good influential friends, and having a good relationship with both her parents. We later learn though that this is not by her choice. It stresses her out, the thought of disappointing her mother at any point. Having friends that support her has helped regain her confidence with her getting used to this change. The problem lies within herself and the relationship with her mother and becoming slightly disobedient, something she isn't used to coming from her daughter. The writers did give her room to grow, however. Even starting the character off strong, a change set her off balance, giving May a challenge to set things in balance again. Also, I wanted to mention that I was at least in the right mindset when mentioning that this reminded me of Riley's emotions. In another video, I spoke about what a possible sequel to Inside Out would look like and how they would cover Riley growing up into her teen years and the emotional change. This story, I believed, was inspired by that, as May is 13 and Riley is just at the age of 12 when Inside Out ends. I was curious myself as to how they would be able to portray this to a kid's audience, with the changes that happens during the preteens, but Turning Red proved that it can be done very creatively. What Riley and May have in common is the strive to be the best. For Riley, it was hockey and having a stable, happy family. For May, it's the strive to be perfect, per her mother's wishes, and the fear of disappointing her family. As they both have different emotions, it becomes the film's conflict when both struggle to express their emotions. All in all, the writers did do a pretty good job at representing May's growth and adjustment, but I'm very much wondering what you guys think of the film, if there were any predictions that you accumulated from the trailers, and if you were right. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below.